Welcome to another edition What's on Talking Pictures with me, Noel Cronin. I'm here to tell you about some of the great things coming up on your favourite channel over the next couple of weeks. And what variety we have for you. There's an actual variety show from the 1970s. There's one of the most misquoted films of all time. And can you solve the crimes in our upcoming murder mysteries? We all know the classic misquotes from cinema history. Play it again, Sam, you dirty rat, and come with me to the Casbah. You can hear Charles Boyer not saying that to Hedy Lamarr in the 1938 classic Algiers. Algiers is the story of a jewel thief safe from the police as long as he stays inside the twisted streets of the Algiers Casbah. But then he falls for a beautiful traveller and is tempted outside. This was Austrian actress Hedy Lamarr's first American film. Charles Boyer was also well known to English-speaking audiences, but Algiers made him a superstar. He was reluctant at first to make Algiers, as it was a remake of the French film Pepe le Moko. He didn't want to invite comparison with the original Pepe, Jean Gabin. Boyer was eventually nominated for an Oscar for his performance, and his French accent would go on to inspire cartoon character Pepe Le Pew. Algiers is one of those films that everybody knows but few people have seen. Now's your chance to rectify this as this classic comes to Talking Pictures TV. And now, as someone once said, for something completely different. Granada Television's Wheel Tappers and Shunters Social Club originally ran for 6 series from 1974 to 1977. It is set in a fictional working men's club for railway workers, with each cabaret night presided over by comedian Colin Crompton as the club's chairman. Never has the word committee taken so long to say. The regular host is Bernard Manning, and each week's acts are a mix of Northern Club acts, up-and-coming singers, and comics, and some of the most established performers of the time. The guest list is astonishing and included Johnny Ray, The 3 Degrees, Kathy Kirby, Roy Orbison, Frank Carson, and even Stuart Damon. I'm very pleased to be bringing you this vintage slice of variety from the days when acts were known as turns. Who is killing all the great chefs of Europe? If you want to find out, you need to watch the 1978 comedy mystery film of the same name, which stars George Segal, Jacqueline Bisset and Robert Morley. A number of top chefs are invited to London to prepare a banquet for the Queen. When they start dying off, pastry chef Natasha realises she's also in danger. Robert Morley won several awards for his performance as a culinary critic slowly eating himself to death. Amongst the Hollywood A-listers, look out for some familiar British faces. Frank Windsor of Z-Cars fame pops up as the wonderfully named Inspector Blodgett. Who is killing the great chefs of Europe? Might make you think twice before eating gourmet food again, but you're guaranteed lots of laughs before the culprit is revealed. Another film whose title says it all is Bela Lugosi Meets a Brooklyn Gorilla. Do not adjust your set, you did hear that correctly. This 1952 film stars the man best known as Dracula alongside nightclub act Duke Mitchell and Sammy Petrillo. Two entertainers find themselves on the island of Cola Cola. They ask for a local scientist to help them get off the island. What they don't know is he's a mad scientist, of course. They should have known that soon as they saw it was Bela Lugosi. It's said that Jerry Lewis was so furious about Mitchell and Petrillo's double act, so closely resembling him and Dean Martin, that his studio bosses offered to buy the negative of this film, but they couldn't agree a price. Given that the film was allegedly shot for only $7,000, you have to wonder how much they offered. Thankfully, was still able to enjoy the superb camp classic Bela Lugosi meets a Brooklyn gorilla. Once again, Zcast has inspired this week's viewer's letter. What a lot of memories you all have of this classic show. Gaynor wrote in with this touching story. Dear Noel, in the early 1960s, while I was in hospital, my mother contacted the studios producing Zcast, telling them I was a big fan and asking for the stars' autographs. I still have the autograph book containing all the main cast members. What lovely memories it brought back, seeing the programme again. Best wishes, Gaynor Ackley. We've had many requests and questions, and we are still trying to clear some of the earlier episodes of Zcast and hope to bring you some news on that shortly. Where else can you see forgotten British films of a classic era other than on Talking Pictures TV? And if you think we've shown all the lost oldies we possibly can, think again. Paper Gallows from 1950 hasn't been seen by anyone for a long time indeed. It's significant because it marks the directorial debut of the great John Gillerman. Gillerman's stars were Dermot Walsh, Rona Anderson and John Bentley, best known as Paul Temple. Research for a new crime story takes a very sinister turn when rivalry between two novelist brothers rears its head. This taut little mystery film will definitely keep you on the edge of your seat. Well, I'd better be off now to see what other gems I can dig out of the archive for you before we meet again. Until then, keep watching Talking Pictures TV. If you want to see the full Talking Pictures TV schedule, don't forget to subscribe to our free weekly newsletter, which drops into your inbox every Sunday at noon. If you'd like to write to me, you can get in touch via email at noel@talkingpicturestv.co.uk. If you prefer to put pen to paper, the address to write to is Talking Pictures TV, P.O. Box 592, Kings Langley, Hertfordshire, WD4 4DB. I'll be back soon to bring you more of my favourite picks on what's on Talking Pictures TV. And if you're going to New York, watch out for those gorillas.